We're headed to see the military tanks at Flamenco Beach. But first, spend a day with us for the not so glamorous side of boat life. 4 years ago, we bought a salvage sailboat. After purchasing her, we discovered extensive fiberglass rod and took on a project that was much bigger than we expected. But now, we've moved on to Wicked full time, and it's time to enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Alright, let me take a picture.
Follow along and consider becoming part of our journey as we fill our sails with wind and give Wicked a second life. Alright, Culebrita, it's been fun, but it's time to go somewhere else. We're leaving Culebrita and hopping over to Culebra. Maddie wants to check out Flamenco Beach, where apparently there's a military tank right on the shore. But before we make our way there, we anchor in Cano Quebrado for the night. We need to top up our water supply, empty our trash, and get some fuel. That was Hector El Protector. Hector was made in 5 days using pallets from the local junkyard. Hector is a permanent installation protecting the island from visitors with bad intentions towards the nature of the island. There's no water dock in Culebra, but Dingy Dock Restaurant has a hose where you can fill up your jerry cans, or in our case, a water bladder. As you've seen in our previous video, it's no easy task to hoist this bladder up, but it's definitely come in useful as we anticipated visiting here, knowing there wasn't a water dock. The main town is very small, and not far away was a public dock where you can dock your dinghy and a convenient free-to-drop trash bin right inside the gates. Our last task before we can make our way up to Flamenco Beach was to get some extra fuel, as we anticipate to motor sail to mainland Puerto Rico as light winds are forecasted. Got about 8 knots of wind. We're going 1.9 knots at a broad reach, I think. Just chugging along on our way to Flamenco Beach to see a tank, an army tank, military tank that's painted and on the beach. Matt's downstairs making lunch. We had a papaya for breakfast. And that's about it. What do you got there?
A snack.
Snack? Tuna and rice. It was a slow sail into Flamenco, but it was fine, as the entrance into the bay was guarded by reef with a narrow opening allowing us through. It made us nervous as we are unfamiliar with the bay, and really just don't want to hit any coral heads. We dropped 5.7 feet, and the charts read 9, so any coral heads more than 3 feet could cause us to end up in a serious situation. We have made it to Flamenco Beach. We landed the dinghy and we are walking to the tank now. I'd have to say it's pretty odd to see a military tank on a nearly pristine beach. Before coming here, we didn't know the history of how this tank ended up on the beach. We had no service in this space, so conclusions were left to the imagination. And since it was painted and we found a second one further away from the water in a grassy area, also decorated, maybe an art installation? Unfortunately, that was not the case. The US Navy used Culebra for military practice exercises, including ship-to-shore and aerial bombardment for decades. In 1970, the US Navy tried to forcibly remove the entire population of Culebra. The year before, Culebra had been hit by directed missiles for 228 days out of the year, and live fire exercises took place for more than 100 days. Occasional misfires resulted in major damage to the island and its people. Culebra was riddled with craters, unexploded bombs, and toxic waste from military activity. In June 1970, 20 Culebrans used their body as a human change to block ship-to-shore missile fire. This was followed by a 3-day-long encampment organized by the Puerto Rican Independence Party, which attracted 600 people. All military operations in Culebra were terminated as of December 1975, and it just goes to show you that a small group of people can make a big change. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this is a short one. It is hurricane season in the Caribbean and we've got a storm on the way. So we are preparing our boat for what could possibly be Ernesto, and we are filming the steps that we're taking to prepare for the storm. So hopefully we will get that video to you within the week. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.